It was a big night down in Pullman, but also a tough night tonight. We just found out that the UW won 59-24 against WSU. Starting us off tonight in the studio, we go now to KREM 2 sports reporter Caitlin Galloway, who is joining us and sharing more of those highlights tonight. What did you think of this year's Apple Cup, Caitlin?
Yeah, Cody, you know, the Cougs hung in there for a little while, started to kind of make a comeback near halftime, but it was the Huskies, of course, that got it done in the end with some unanswered points. We've got Zevi Eckhouse starting at quarterback for the Cougs as the Apple Cup returns to Pullman. On the Huskies' first drive of the game, Damon Williams Jr. completes to Denzel Boston. They get the first points of this game. Now the Cougs with the ball, they're driving down, but Zevi Eckhouse is hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. The Huskies have got a great return. They end up with great field position as they take this all the way back down. They convert for another touchdown. Damon Williams Jr. takes it himself this time. They're up 14-0. Cougs with the ball back. Zevi Eckhouse marches him down the field again, and it's Bo Baker. The first catch of his collegiate career is a touchdown in the Apple Cup. Cougs trail 14-7 midway through the second quarter. The Huskies add one more touchdown before the half. Jonah Coleman punches it in. UW leads 24-10 at the half after a pair of field goals. Cougs start with the ball to start the second half. Eckhouse finds Devin Ellison. They trail 21-17 and end the quarter, trailing 31-24. But the Huskies score 28 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Williams to Boston again, and in this one, Zevi Eckhouse intercepted by Alex McLaughlin, and that's a pick six. Huskies win at 59-24. That's all the highlights for the Apple Cup. Cody, back to you.
Caitlin, thanks so much. In the meantime, our Apple Cup coverage continues right now. This, by the way, was a game that you could only watch on KREM 2. And as I mentioned, there were plenty of explosive plays for both teams tonight. But as Caitlin mentioned, in the end, the WSU Cougs fell to the UW Huskies 59-24. Let's go out to KREM 2 Sports Director Andrew Quinn out at Giesa Field.
Well, the final score line of the 117th Apple Cup may be a little bit deceiving as UW walks away with a 35-point victory despite the fact that WSU was within 7 points with just 17 and a half minutes remaining. But the problem all day long was the Cougar defense's inability to get off the field on third down. UW was 8 for 9 on third down conversions in this game. The one missed conversion turned out to be a Grady Gross field goal. The Huskies just did anything they wanted on offense, and the Cougar defense simply had no answers to stop the Dogs in this one.
Unfortunately, we didn't play good enough on defense as far as tackling and doing our jobs in coverage, and credit to Washington. They got some real talent on that team, and for the most part I thought we hung with them until it got ugly there. Just on some unfortunate things that I felt like our best defense was to keep our offense on the field the way we were operating. We just didn't make plays today. We got to be able to execute just the basic fundamentals of wrapping up and making plays, and tonight we failed at that.
Zevi Eckhouse made just his second start as a Washington State Cougar and his first at Giesa Field, and looked sharp for much of the game, throwing for 277 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 interceptions and lost a crucial fumble as the game got out of hand in the fourth quarter.
I feel like I let the guys down a little bit. You know, I don't think that I played my best ball. And sure, some things could have gone differently, but it hurts. It definitely hurts, and I wish I could have a couple plays back, but we got to keep moving forward.
So the Apple Cup heads back to the west side this year. These two teams will meet in week 1 next season to see if the Cougs can bring that Apple Cup right back here to Pullman. As for this year's team, well, the Cougs now have to go on the road to Colorado State next weekend. Kickoff in Fort Collins is set for 4:30 p.m. For now, reporting at Giesa Field in Pullman, Andrew Quinn, KREM 2 Sports.